This is Walid Meskine, Business Development Manager at SAMA TWAIQ in Riyadh and co-founder of Africa Flying and Engineering Drone Company in Tunisia. I'm so glad to be here, and I will thank the organizer for their commitment during last months for ensuring our meeting, and really I'm proud to be with you here, such talent and technology enthusiasts, to discuss a little bit drone industry, aviation, and so on. Just before we discuss this subject, I would ask one question, which is, did we really need unmanned aviation in our daily lives? That's the question, and facing all these challenges of regulation and safety and investment and so on. And we'll try to get the answer in the few next slides. We will begin with the facts that more than 50% of global population are in cities, and this number is projected to be more than that double by 2050, with 7 billion people will be hosted in cities. And imagine if we keep the same solution with the double number. Also, we have an e-commerce and delivery market in exponential expansion, especially in the MENA region, where the growth rate exceeded 70% in 2022. And that's brings more negative side consequences, like traffic congestion, traffic delay, fuel consumption, and gas emission. And according to an US study, a city hosting from 2 to 3 million people, like Denver or Doha, the annual cost of traffic congestion and traffic delay and fuel consumption is about $10 billion yearly. And here is where the basic solution was to use electrical van that solve a lot of fuel consumption, gas emission, and so on, but the traffic congestion is still there because we are simply increasing the number of vans or vehicles on roads. And here is where the unmanned aviation could be a game changer and a solution for the next future, and I call it that's propelling the future using unmanned aviation. And that's not a dream or science fiction, because the market is already reached about $1 billion last year, and it's projected to reach 16 billion by 2030 in transportation, transportation logistics, for cargo transportation, and last mile delivery. Also, we hear a lot and see a lot of air taxis moving from symposium to other these days, and this market is projected to reach 90 billion by 2050, according to Berger researches, including intercity transportation and airport shuttles. And regarding this different use case, there is different types of EVTOLs, like the famous multi-copter, which is destined to the short range and smaller places, and the left-hand cruise, which uses the same propellers for the vertical thrust and horizontal, different propellers for the vertical thrust and horizontal thrust. It's more efficient and more simpler. Also, we have the tilt rotors which use the changement of direction of the rotors between the vertical and the horizontal thrust, which is have a good speed and a long range. Also, we have the ducted vector thrust with the tilt wings or vectored ducts, and this is destinated to heavier loads and also long range. Almost of them has reached a high level of flight capabilities due to the machine learning integration, satellite communication integration, and new some technologies like this following terrain model with the sensor and sense and avoid systems, which is very successful model for avoiding obstacles. Also, Archer reaches to a level to reduce the travel time from about 1 hour to 9 minutes from Manhattan downtown to Arc airports. And this Chinese company, Fengwing, that succeeded to connect islands during different emergency use cases and dropping and transporting some emergency, let's say, items, foods, or drugs. And this was 2 years ago. And this could bring about 500 kg for more than 50 kilometers. We have all this success, but still some challenges facing unmanned aviation aircrafts or EVTOLs, such basically the infrastructure challenges, which is the unmanned traffic management and integrating this traffic management with the manned traffic management in one segregated or non-segregated airspace. Also the energy infrastructures and the vertistops or vertiports that should be integrated in the urban master plans or in the new smart cities. Or the most important challenge is the safety, or let's say liability, because manned aviation reaches a high level of success by reaching a near zero fatal accident per million flights. So unmanned aviation should reach at least this level. And by considering that the market will grow 10 times every 10 years, with the same rate, the result or the estimated result is not acceptable. So that's why we should have a performance approach or a holistic approach to reach that level of safety. And by analyzing the root causes of planned accidents, the system aircraft failure deals only with 70%. And with mitigating the rest of 23%, with enabling automation and helping crews and making the load lighter for crews in managing manned airplanes, we could surely reach the same level. Some recommendation for reaching this level, we need absolutely to cultivate partnerships between different stakeholders, decision maker, researchers, academicians, and also investor and transportation companies. I have my last hope that we could bring more projects for this region, our Middle East or MENA region, and just by enabling the little of regulation who is still struggling in this red region. So for better future. Let's take off. Thank you.